what's interesting now about the PFAS standard, they have the public water systems have 5 years. So we're already out to 2029. And that's if there's no interruption in that journey, which is high probability there will be some detours. So the quickest we can see something done that is mandated is 5 years. Now, a public water system could choose to do it premature to the 5 years. States have already done it as well because they have their own MCLs because the EPA had not promulgated theirs. And there's still question about what the states will do. Will the states be more challenging with their MCL? Probably the biggest change to PFAS and a regulated contaminant is the concept of a soup of contaminants as part of the process. So now there's an index. So you will test multiple PFAS attributed contaminants, classic contaminants, and then you will do a calculation for a score to see if you exceed that score. And that's the first time they've ever done that for drinking water. They've done it in waste. They've done it with CERCLA. They have not done it for drinking water. And that's a game changer because now all of a sudden, when we look at solutions, we have to be concerned about the competition with other contaminants that are coexisting with the device that we're choosing to treat. And the certification process for the product efficacy has to catch up with that too. So there's a lot of conversation about how you challenge to a soup of contaminants when you really are unsure what that soup of contaminants should be. So when it comes to PFAS, that's been a game changer. And I think you're going to see a lot of opportunity even pre-regulation. So a lot of consumers read about PFAS, they hear about PFAS, and they get concerned about PFAS. And there are multiple states that already have very stringent programs, and they have a lot of data, including hundreds of well water systems that have been tested for PFAS concentration over and above what the UCMR has required for public water systems. USGS has an incredible portal for PFAS analysis they've done. So there's a lot of data for a groundwater professional to seek out. And there are some states like Minnesota who has been challenged for years with this, but there are a lot of other states that are challenged too. And when you start looking at 4 parts per trillion, you're talking about something that is so small that it gets very complicated to even extract a sample correctly without creating a false positive in your result. A lot of states are using PFAS to actually entertain ideas to help private well owners in a different way. They understand that PFAS is something that sought everyone out. People didn't choose to drill their well by a waste site or by a factory. PFAS found them. And you're starting to see that the state governments are realizing that they have a responsibility for everyone in their state, regardless of water source. And I think that's something that's very powerful for the groundwater industry. In fact, EPA, through Congress in 2024, appropriated $1 billion that you could apply to help a private well owner. Not that anyone did, but that's the first time that's happened. So PFAS has really been a game changer for our industry, and we have to continue to navigate that as we go through this 5-year journey, understanding the opportunities that are there today. And a lot of consumers are looking for treatment options, and there are products out there that are certified not to the 4 parts per trillion, but they're certified to 20 parts per trillion. And at least that's a start.